The first thing you have to think of is, how does God personally connect with you? I'll give you an example. A lot of times, God always generally speaks to me through Samantha. So I'm pretty annoyingly obsessed with making sure she's healthy, because she's my telephone to God. So I need to keep my telephone in perfect order. So that is why, by the way, both Samantha and our church accepts donations, because when you allow someone to care for you, God can care for them through you. And when God uses a particular person or an object or activity to personally connect with you, you want to care for it. And that thing becomes your sacred space. When things are sacred, we care for them. So what in your life is sacred to you? Go ahead and write that in your journal. So it could be a parcel of land, it could be a vocation, it could be something that's passed down to you from generations in your family. It could even be a part of you, like your mind could be sacred to you, or your athletic ability. And now write down how you care for it. How do you care for your sacred object? How do you use it to remind yourself of the part of you that you've forgotten, or the part of you that is deeply loved? All right, so what you wrote down, you're going to use that as your daily sacred ritual. And it can be simple and small. It could just be showing up to yoga class. It can be that simple. My sacred object is Koala Bear. And our daily sacred ritual is heart to heart. He puts his heart on top of my heart, and we try to synchronize our heartbeats. And this reminds me that whatever happened or didn't happen that day is not me. This is not me stressing out about the stock market. I am not that. This is me. I'm Koala Bear, because I have koala heartbeats. Now, there's this 2-year-old boy who has a sacred daily ritual of kissing his mother goodbye before she drives off to work. And she forgot to do the sacred daily ritual. His whole day was thrown off. Watch this. So he's saying it's the morning, the first kiss of the day. I mean, how could you forget? Your daily sacred ritual reminds you of who you really are. You're a koala bear. You're the first kiss of the day. You're God's +1. You're his creative muse. How could you forget? So I know this sommelier. She's a wine connoisseur whose sacred ritual is drinking a bottle of wine before she goes to sleep. Now, wine to her is sacred. She doesn't drink cheap wine. Cheap wine's for partying. Expensive wine is her holy communion, the whole bottle, which she shares with God. They do their best writing, their best brainstorming when they're both drunk. The ideas are flowing. This is her date night with God. To be creatively drunk, let the ideas flow before they both fall asleep. Who she really is God's date. And when you hate on her and you go, girl, you're a hot mess, she thinks of her daily sacred ritual, and responds that he likes that about me. That's like our thing, every time I present God with our bottle of wine, God's like, Barcelona! God's always ready for a date night. So our lesson today is protect what's sacred to you. Protect your sacred space. Protect your sacred time. Don't let people hate on you or take those things away from you.